Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Green day today, and like the thumbnail says, biggest red week. Nope, it is not clickbait. I actually am going to have the biggest red week I've had all year long. All of 2022, this week is my biggest red. And the total profit on it, or I mean the total loss on it is going to be $1,600. So I'm down $1,600 this week, which is not bad. I literally half of what I made last week, so giving some profits back, but not a lot. And honestly, I can't blame myself for this week. If you guys have been watching my recaps, you know that on Tuesday I took a $2,000 loss right here, and this was because of the direct offering on AVCT. So that wasn't an actual red trade that I took. It wasn't something that I traded stupidly or anything like that, so I can't blame myself like that. And if I was to take that $2,000 out of this week, I would definitely be at a green week. Small green week, but I would be green, probably adequate for what we've seen this week so far. No volume, no momentum, no breakout trades, no gappers running, just completely dead. So I would have been probably adequate for the week. But, I can't take it out. It is money lost. It's money that I completely don't have anymore. So I'm going to include it on my trader view and locking in the biggest red week. I also don't know why my trader view is kind of glitching. So yesterday it shows that I was red on the day, but I'm actually green $95. And then today, this is right, $400 there. Actually, no, it's not. It says I'm up $250 when I should be up $403. And I knew it was glitching, and I don't know why, but like right now you can see I'm up $403. And if I filter this week, which is what I was going to show you guys, if I filter this week, for some reason it takes those Tesla trades out. So then it brings my day to 251, which is now what you're seeing here, and then yesterday to a negative day. But Tesla's not there. The Tesla trade is not there. So if I clear those things, there's Tesla now, and then there's Tesla now. So I've been day trading Tesla, so I don't know why it's glitching with Tesla. But anyways, locking in $403 today. If you guys are new to my recaps, if you guys are new and you like this recap, make sure you leave that thumbs up on the video, and make sure you subscribe if you like my recaps and you keep watching them so you see how I'm trading throughout the day. And if you want to trade live with my team and I, 150 people every single morning, just trying to find trades. So if you want to do that, just click that notification bell. I trade live right here on YouTube. Like I said, $1,600 down this week, but it's not something I'm actually upset about, so I'm just kind of looking forward to next week, hopefully some momentum or anything like that, and see if I can get last week of October, right? See if I can get a good end to October. So let me see real quick. Yeah, so last week of October next month. Now, as far as today's trade, so today I made $400, but my very first trade on the day, my very first trade on the day was ADTX, and ADTX I lost 30 bucks on it, but somehow on this trade I was up 150. This was just a quick scalp, so I bought the dip here at VWAP. I was up $150 there. I took some out, 500, but I was looking for that high of day push, never got it, and so pulled back on me and stopped that right away, break even, lost 30 bucks on that one. So losing trade there. But MVTS is the one that I am a little bit upset about. So I'm going to show you guys the trades here. They're going to get in the way, so I'm going to take them out. So you see my trades, right? So I'm going to take them out real quick and show you guys what I'm looking at. Now, this stock was not a gapper. It never gapped up overnight, but I was one that I was watching over the last couple of days just because we put in that good leg 2 days ago. It held the move yesterday, and then today it's like, hey, we're back in, game time. And so this thing popped up the very first day, and it started flagging over 229, and 229 is the previous high of day yesterday. Yeah, 220. Yeah, 229 is high of day yesterday. And so when I saw that we quickly took out yesterday's high and we're flagging right above it, I placed my first trade there. This should have been the one that I took a little bit bigger size, but I wasn't that confident on it. But I took that trade right there. 230 was my actual price, so I took 230 there, and then this thing started ripping. And I mean, I was up. I didn't sell any. As a matter of fact, I added to this trade here. 5,000 shares. Once we broke these double tops there, wanted that pullback there, I added 5,000 shares, and I was looking for the high of day. I get the high of day 242, which was from 2 days ago. So we broke yesterday's high, flagged over it, and then this was the previous high 242. So that's going to be this line there. So I was in this trade now with like almost 8,000 shares. It would be 7,500 shares. Probably 230s, maybe cost basis, and I get the pop high of day. I don't sell any of it, It pops over 242 all the way up to 246, and at that point I'm like, 250 is literally 4 cents higher, 250. You know, if shorts are going to be in the stock after that squeeze, they'll probably be in at 250, and so I could probably expect to move up to 250. Maybe sell a little bit there in case we don't break out and then it pulls back down. At least I locked in some profit. But if it goes 250 and breaks out of 250, then I now have a pretty nice, decent trade. And so this thing pops up 246. I think I eventually sold a little bit because it just wasn't popping out, but I think I still left like 4,000 shares in here or something like that. And I'm looking 250, 250, and eventually pulls back down. I think this candle started to try to go, made a lower high, instantly got rejected, so I stopped fully out of that candle there. That was a good stop on my end. I saw this thing trying to pop up higher, trying to break a new high, trying to go to 250, instantly rejected. I was like, I'm out on that stuff. And so I got out there. I think I ended up making $600 on this trade after being up almost 800, so I locked in $600 there. Actually, on this one, I even sold here, bought again there, sold it there, and then kind of pulled down. But that stop right here was money because I stopped that right there. And if it would have dropped down a little bit more with my 4,000 or 5,000 shares that I still had left, I would have taken another $200 loss. So at least I was still up $500 on the trade, $600 on the trade. And then after that, this stock just pissed me off. You know, this thing just did not want to hit 250, did not want to break out. It seemed like it had a lot of opportunities to do it, but it just wouldn't do it. I tried it, tried it there. I tried it here. I couldn't get it. I tried it really aggressive here when it finally broke 250, and I thought, everybody that was short 249, 250, I was like, these people are about to get squeezed. Any other day, this thing would have squeezed, but this thing just couldn't. And I loaded like I think 11,000 shares on this one here at 250. I was in with 11,000 shares. Let me show you guys. See, 10,000, 1,500, 11,500 shares on that one. And it breaks 1150, pulls up, pulls down, kind of gets stuffed. One candle, two candles. At this point, I needed this stock to just go, break the high, pull back, hold 250, and then boom, explode 1055, 1060, 1065, 1070. And it just didn't. It just did not want to go. So I quickly exited that trade there and then got a stuff on that one. So I mean I went from being up almost 800 to only taking $600 on that trade. Stopped out there, tried taking a 5-minute flag here, stopped out there, and then this one to break even. So it was just one good trade, profit back, profit back, profit back, profit back. And so I just got burned on this one. I was up $600 and brought it all the way down to $175. And this was really pretty much the big trade of the day. I had a trade on CYTO for $100. But this is not one that I was very interested on. It was kind of just a quick high of day scalp. So let me see. Thinkorswim is so annoying at showing your trades. So just a quick high day breakout on this one, puts in a very nice leg, starts flagging. I buy the dip right there, starts breaking out, gives me that high day. I cut it, I get out, I get out, I get out. I think I either had to stop at break even or just finally got fully out of this thing because it wasn't pulling away again, and then just absolutely dumped. So I dodged the bullet on that one. I mean, by that point I only had looks like 500 or 2,000 shares, so most of my position was gone. But still, I wasn't able to get a breakout. Nothing is working. And so I made $100 there. That was great. And then that's pretty much it. AMPX is one that I missed. AMPX, I mean, I made $100 on this trade, but I definitely missed the majority of this stock here. And there was a couple of dip buys that looked pretty good. That one chased it for a higher breakout. Looking for $12 is what I was looking for right there. So nice engulfing candle, buy the pullback there, get the break of 12. I think I sold too early. I was up 50, 60 bucks, maybe 80 bucks at one point. I sold it, got slippage, only $100 profit, and then actually ripped afterwards all the way up to 12, 16, and then faded. This is the one I should have gone back in on that, anticipating a new high day. Should have gone in there, left that one go. And then Tesla. I mean, you guys are going to see my trades. I've been scalping Tesla. Market is so slow. There's absolutely nothing. And so I was so bored. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start looking at Tesla, see if it's something that I can actually come in here every day and just kind of scalp it and see if I can make some money. And I'm not gonna lie, I was literally getting everything absolutely wrong in this stock. So you guys see my trades, buying 500, 100, 200, 300 shares all throughout here. I'm gonna explain them, and then you guys can understand what I was looking for. So Tesla, I thought that we were going to come back down and test a new low. So if you see the 5-minute time frame here, we put in a low yesterday of 204 or 202, and I thought this thing was just, at least come back and test 202. If we break the lows, then this thing is going to fade. But if we don't, we could probably expect a bounce of 202, and then this thing for it to start coming back up. But in my mind, I was like, it's gonna be one of two scenarios. Either we go down and test 202 and bounce, or we go down and go right through 202 down to 200 and maybe have a red fading day in the overall market. Somehow the overall market's all green today. And so I was pretty short biased on this thing, and that was my problem. I was trying to anticipate the direction of Tesla before I was trading it, and therefore I got burned. I tried shorting it, I think, through here. So I had a little bit of a trend line here drawn like that. It's bouncing there, bouncing, 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 bouncing. How many times is it going to bounce on that one trend line, right? Not this one right here. I'm looking at this one. How many times is it going to bounce right there? And every time it was making lower highs, So it's lower high, lower high, lower high. And so I think I tried chasing this one here on this pullback for a short right there, trying to get the pushback down, trying to get all the way down to 202. And it went against me. And one of these trades here instantly put me down like 150 bucks. And then I might have tried it again, maybe early on or afterwards, somewhere through here. And I was trying to just say Tesla short, I'm going short, and it didn't, and it squeezed me out again. And so I literally went down. What was it? $500 on the name. I was down $500 on Tesla. I think at that point I was still up 600 on NVST. So it went from being up almost $800 on NVST to literally going down to $600 on NVST, and then a loss on Tesla for 500. So I went from 800 up to like $100 on the day. And then at this point I was like, you know what, Tesla's not a short. I think I flipped and I went long on this pullback here and then on this pullback there, somewhere around there, and I literally just almost got myself back up to being down like $100 on Tesla. And then after that I chopped around a lot of these plays here. I think there was one that I caught a very nice short on. That is the one that ended up putting me further in the green. So here, instead of having this trend line down there, I kind of adjusted it and did it this way. And so I waited all day. I think I got a couple of longs through here, like just kind of some of these dips here going long. But my bigger trade on the day that I ended up catching on Tesla was up here. Big trend line on the day. I'm waiting for that big crack on that trend line, which happened to be right here. And I clicked the sell button right on the top of that green candle there. And I had my last share exit literally at the very bottom of that candle I covered. And that one, I think that one was like, you know what, I'm up $150 now on the name, I just have to take it. And so I took it, and I was like, I really hope this is not one of those where I could have just probably thrown a trailing stop loss, and if Tesla really was going to fade all day, this thing could have just gone down to 200, 202. I was like, I'm going to be upset if that happens. But I literally covered and instantly started popping right back up. So I literally took that trade perfectly. I shorted up here and then covered down there, and so that's what put me up $150 on that name. But after that, I left it alone. Pretty choppy through this area. Finally broke out and decided to have a little bit of a run. But, I mean, Tesla, it's not my main suit. It's not what I usually trade. It's my second day trading it. And yesterday I made $170 on it, and today I made $150 on it. Yeah, I was down 500 on it, but I made it back, And if you're over PDT rule like I am, and I know if you're on a cash account, this sucks. But you kind of know how to trade penny stocks. I kind of know what to look for. I kind of know how to read the tape, the level 2, when something feels heavy, when something feels strong. And so I was just flipping shares on Tesla left and right. I mean, 3,600 of buying 100, 200, 300, 500 at a time. I flipped a couple of times on Tesla. You saw how many trades I had, and I was still able to end up green. And so, if there's one day I wake up and just the market is absolutely dead, or if I see Tesla in the morning and I'm like, today could be a good Tesla trade, I'm gonna take a look at Tesla, and I can flip shares, and if I catch one of these moves here that can pay pretty good, if I would have caught some of these longs down here on Tesla and just written it 100 shares, 200 shares, but that's from 208, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a $5 move, on a day. That's 500 bucks with just 100 shares. So I'll keep an eye on Tesla. I know a lot of you guys like the penny stocks and like the smaller stocks, and I do too. But it's been so slow that I had nothing else to do than to come in on Tesla. And honestly, like I said, I would be down. I would have it. I would have had a red day yesterday if it wasn't for Tesla, and then today I would have only been up $200 instead of being up 400, 250 instead of being up 400. But anyways, yeah, still is going to be my biggest red week of all year, down 1600. Nothing I can't recover. This could be a 1-2 day trade. I've been scaling up size a little bit still, and so this could easily be just a one trade, get back $1,600. So we'll see how next week goes. Hopefully, better momentum. But you guys have a good weekend. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. And I'll see you guys on Monday for Monday live trading. So make sure you hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys then.